One of the things that I say that sold me on Teach For America is being able to navigate like key mindsets. In traditional setting, you just do your work, you build skills and knowledge, but in Teach For America, not only do you build skills and knowledge, you build a mindset around what is center and most important for that student, the students that you serve, and the community that they matriculate in. And we start that process when we recruit our candidates in, and we continue to hone in on those productive mindsets, which gives them this understanding of not just individual impact. They believe in collective impact, which is why our core member alumni network is so connected. And so that is something, that community, that culture, that connection is one of the things that really supports our teachers.
Teach For America has been nothing but a positive impact for me. We are in need of teachers. When TFAs arrive and they start, I really enjoyed the process that they go through, the growing process, the experience that they get 2 years or more. You become a better person going through education or becoming a teacher.
Once you get into the schools, it's very easy to kind of get lost in the sauce. What I've seen with Teach For America Miami-Dade is that they've been really big on the core member groups that are coming in. They want us to continue cultivating those relationships. I've never known how to ask for mentors. With some of the experiences that I've had in Teach For America, they have that built in through and through. You have pre-service, and when you get to your area, there's the practicum where you get the hands-on experience, and throughout that you have different coaches that are holding your hand, and also TFA alumni that are coming in, or TFA faculty, to help give you some insight. They're always providing resources.
Well, I really like that Teach For America gives you a pathway to becoming a teacher, even if you didn't go to school with the intention of becoming an educator, because when you're 18, most of us don't really know for sure what we want to do for the rest of our lives. And so I like that Teach For America, encourages you to become a teacher, as long as you have the passion and the knowledge. Like, you don't necessarily need to have studied education.
I never saw myself in the classroom, but I wanted to try something new. I wanted to challenge myself. So that's kind of how I ended up in Teach For America. It was one of those things where it was exciting. So literally the day after I graduated, I flew to Miami initially. We had institute there. Actually got to the school site and I saw how different things were, how there was so much lack in resources, more specifically for Miami, right? And so I got a chance to understand the Miami demographic and what goes into that and what is missing and what it needs. So I was at the school the entire day with the kids, with the families, just trying to build up that community. But in the long run, I feel like really leaving a legacy behind.
The way I got introduced to TFA was first year at UC Berkeley. How do I even get my foot into wanting to be a teacher? I was like, I don't know what I need. Do I even qualify? And I found something that said Teach For America. I was like, all right, teach is in the word, in the title, let's go. Because when I was growing up, sometimes I felt like my teachers never, ever cared. So that kept me a lot from it. Honestly, I felt there was a big gap between 5th grade to 10th grade. I was just kind of not caring, doing nothing. Tried to prevent a student from ever going into a path where they think education is not for them. Then hopefully that's the goal.
Have a student who's been struggling in class. He really has the ability to light up a room and make even you as a teacher feel like the most important person. But when it comes to actually getting him to do work, he faces a lot of conflict, a lot of issues with concentrating. We had a parent-teacher conference and I met with his mom, and she said something to me that honestly made me cry in the moment. When I told my mom cried too. She said she was like, Miss Bresk, if it wasn't for you, he wouldn't be at this school anymore. He wakes up every morning, and even if he doesn't get his work done, he's telling me that I'm gonna put in that effort for her. Knowing where I come from and the teachers that have done that for me or for my family, to be able to do that for another family, that's why I wake up and I come in here every single day. Like, if I can just help one student feel the same, then it's worth it.
Those supporting me, other mentors, without them, I don't know if I would have been able to make it as far as I did. I think with the coaches, I'm able to have a soundboard and have more expertise in something that I'm new, so that has been really helpful.
Ignite is one of my favorite initiatives. It's a new initiative for Teach for America. Ignite fellows that we recruit in their freshman, sophomore year, get them really excited about being teachers. And so 75% of those individuals that have been in the classroom, pounding the pavement, getting outcomes for our students, then matriculate through Teach for America and become our next class of core members. We are excited to bring it to Miami because it'll give our teachers an extra lift academically with our students with the high impact tutoring, but then two, it will broaden our pipeline to be able to bring in more teacher talent, to be able to close the gap on the vacancies that we're seeing currently.
Teach for America's mission meant something to me because I know what it's like to see teachers doing the best for their students, going above and beyond for the kids that they serve. But then I started teaching and I fell in love with the kids. Like, teaching kids teaches you resiliency. It's a mirror, because what happens is the kids are reflective of you. I realized very quickly that I wanted to keep doing this type of work. I wanted to have this type of impact because every child deserves the chance to have a high quality education, no matter their zip code, or no matter what color they are, or no matter what their creed is, and that's very important.
We celebrate successes. I believe that our rate of change as students, we often tell our teachers, this is how you are positively impacting students. They can see themselves as an alumni, being a school board member, being a principal of a school, leading a nonprofit, and we build that personal theory of change so that they can understand, like, this is the niche that I want to be able to push forward as an alum to be able to continue to create systems change for my students. Not just a 2-year commitment, it's a lifetime commitment, and I believe that our constituents and our network truly believe in that for our students.